Gear 6 has been confirmed by Rod Ferguson, studio head at the Coalition, before he left to go to Blizzard. He also stated, guys, that Gear 7 is confirmed, as well as a Gears of War movie. Well, nonetheless, we're going to be talking about Gear 6 here in this segment of the show. And I know we've talked about Gear 6, guys, but I think one of the big things that people have been talking about in the community is moving forward, what game modes would we love to see moving forward in Gear 6, whether that be a game mode to return or a new mode altogether. So I want to go ahead and talk about those things here in this segment of the show. So let's get into it. So I want to talk about what mode should return to Gear 6. So number one, guys, right off the bat, the first one that comes to mind for me is Beast Mode. If you guys remember from Gears of War 3, which in my opinion was the greatest Gears of War game ever made, and it still pretty much holds up to this day, Gears of War 3 had Beast Mode, which was a mode in which it was kind of like a role reversal where during Horde mode, instead of playing as, of course, the regular cogs, you would play as the Swarm. And so you would play as a Ticker or a Cantus or, whatever, character it is on the opposite side of the playing field. And it was a very interesting concept, which I think could have had a number of evolutions over time, but we haven't gotten it in these newer Gears of War titles. And so the game mode that I would love to see return in Gear 6 is Beast Mode. I think that's a game mode that had a lot of fan appeal, and I believe that it's one that could actually get some continuations and additions as we go throughout. Now, obviously, guys, a lot of people, the main mode is Horde mode, which we obviously want a continuation of that moving into Gear 6. But Beast Mode, guys, I thought was a really unique and a really fun mode, to say the least. It was definitely another one that kind of, during your time playing Gears of War, it really balanced whatever it was you were doing, whether you wanted to play the traditional Horde mode, you wanted to play Beast Mode, you wanted to play the multiplayer modes. Gears of War has done a great job of creating these amazing modes, guys, that really give us as a community a bunch of different things that we can do within this universe and in this world. And so I think Beast Mode coming back would be a huge thing. I also would like to see a return of Escape Mode from Gears 5 to Gears 6. Escape Mode's pretty cool, guys, and I love how it's getting consistent updates. I hope that we get Beast Mode and that gets consistent updates as well, but Escape Mode is really cool as well. I would love to see that return into Gear 6 and maybe even take some, different twists and turns, from a story perspective. I think that it kind of adds more lore to what's already being built now with Gears of War. So I would love to see Escape Mode return as well. A mode, guys, that this is more so the esports side, and we've talked about this before, but I want to see, even though I want to see Escalation continue into Gears 6, I would like to see the esports side go to Execution, which is a mode, obviously, that's been kind of held up over time, but I want to see Execution the main esports mode, so I'm hoping that there's a change from Escalation to Execution. I just think Execution is like a search and destroy type of style, which is a lot easier for new viewers to understand, so I would love to see Execution, become the new esports mode moving into Gear 6. And other than that, guys, I mean, look, I think we have more ways now than we ever did before of being able to connect with the Gears of War franchise. Whether you're talking from Gears 5, Gears Tactics, Gears Pop, whatever it is, guys, there's a number of ways to connect, and it's only going to continue expanding with Gears 6 and then into Gears 7. Who knows what else could come along the way. I think that this world is being built more and more. It's up to us to continue the growth of it and continue, trying to create new content and stream the game and have real conversation about these titles and the things that we would like changed or brought back. And so I want to pass the question on to all of you. What game mode or modes would you like to return to Gears 6? And if we were to bring up a brand new game mode altogether, I mean, guys, there's a lot of different game modes out there that could be really interesting in my personal opinion. Now, one of those being Battle Royale is the big one, obviously, to me. Now, I know a lot of people have mixed feelings about BR. However, a Gears of War BR could be something really special, in my personal opinion. Now, I'm not saying, guys, that, it would be as big as Apex or as big as, Warzone or as big as Fortnite or one of these other ones, but I think it could definitely coexist in this ecosystem of the Battle Royale genre. BR is something that could be really great for Gears of War. I think it's just another way that we can continue connecting with the franchise as a whole. And I also think, guys, that this is a way that it could actually grow even more than ever before as a franchise. I mean, there's just more ways that you're connecting. There's more people that are more eyeballs that would be on the game. You think Halo Infinite very well might have a BR mode as well. There's been a lot of talk of that. Also, Halo Infinite is going to be free to play from a multiplayer perspective. That's a big deal. And so if Gears of War does things of that nature, this could become a really nice-sized franchise for us, even though it already is a nice-sized franchise, but we want to see this grow even more, guys. Go to the next level and just continue its growth over time. But I would love to hear from you guys, though. What game mode or modes would you want to see brought into Gear 6, like brand new game modes? I mean, would it be BR? Would it be something completely else? Let me know what you guys think, and let's have a real conversation about it.